All right, everybody, what is going on? Good afternoon. And since we are getting close to training camp here, I want to continue on with our NFL draft preview before we get there, because once the Seahawks actually get out there on the VMAC field next week and start practicing and doing stuff that matters for the upcoming season, it's going to be a lot harder for anybody to even pretend to care about what's going on in the 2027 NFL draft. And it's not hard to see why. So I want to talk a little bit more about the 2027 draft. This video is sponsored by Prize Picks. And today we're going to be doing running back. And running back is another position I think Seattle really might look at in this draft. If you take a look at the Seahawks roster right now, they have a bunch of running backs, but only one of them is guaranteed to be here next year with Jadarian Price. Everyone else could be gone. Charbonnet's a free agent. McIntosh, he's a free agent too, and he might not even be here when this season starts. You've got Halani, he'll be a free agent, and Wilson is a free agent. So the only thing we know for sure about the running back room next year is that we're going to have Jadarian Price. So with that in mind, with so many picks in our pocket, there's a very good chance we end up spending one of them, and maybe even a high one, on a running back. And look, I as much as it would be kind of weird if this team spent back-to-back high picks on running backs, if that is the way things break for this team to where that makes sense to do, I am not against it. And there's a chance that we go into 2027's draft where we feel like we are set up for success, and the only thing we need is some depth at running back. So if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. So let's talk about the top running backs in this draft. I'm going to go through the top 14 or so, and then we'll briefly run through the rest. But this is basically the way things look right now, with plenty of time for things to change. Lasse is currently the top running back in this draft. He is the only running back who is projected by many to be a first-round pick. He is a full-bore bell cow. He is a guy who can take on a big load and keep going. Averaged well over 20 touches a game, got about 22 touches a game, 1,700 yards, 24 touchdowns, insane production, high volume. They kept giving him the ball, and he kept producing. So he can survive contact. He keeps chugging. He also has some decent speed. So you've got the power, you've got the speed, you've got the nose for the end zone. He just doesn't seem like he's going to be a great third down back, and he does have a little bit of a fumble issue. So there is some stuff he's got to take into consideration here, but last year was the first year he really got to play, so he could improve this year in those areas pretty easily. He's not a finished product yet at all. Next guy is going to be Jaden Baugh. Jaden Baugh, projected to be about a second-round pick right now. He's another pretty notable bell cow, although obviously not as much as Lasse. Had almost 1,400 yards last year. He wins through contact. He's another guy with some power. He can push through arm tackles. He's also a good vision back. He makes good reads. He reads his blockers well. He's got good hands in the receiving game. And he's also reliable with the ball. He doesn't fumble. The main issue with him is there's a lack of speed, so he doesn't break away as much as you would like. And he's not elusive, so he doesn't make people miss. He's mostly like a vision back and a power back more than anything else. So some flaws, but still a second-round grade or so right now. If you like sports, then the best way to make them even better and more exciting is using the Prize Picks app, where it always feels good to be right. Prize Picks makes daily fantasy simple. Just pick more or less on your favorite players and build lineups with a few taps. Whatever sport you're into, and obviously we are now firmly into the NFL offseason, so we're all about baseball. We got some basketball, we got some hockey, whatever it is you like. Prize Picks gives you a fun way to stay locked in while you're watching. Definitely make sure to use the promo code HMA. Prize Picks is hooking up users with $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. If you use that promo code, that is HMA. I've had a great time on Prize Picks so far, so definitely get on over to it, check it out, and make sure to get your lineups. And don't forget about team picks, where you can pick winners, spreads, and totals on any major game. So download the app now, use HMA, and get on over to Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. And remember, always gamble responsibly. The other second round pick right now in this draft is Ahmad Hardy. This is a elite power back. He is a smaller back for sure, but he can run with a lot of pop, and he's really good at staying alive through contact. And unlike even Lasse, he's got monster production across multiple seasons. He's got over 3,000 yards combined over the last 2 seasons, and one of those seasons was Louisiana Monroe, but the other season was at Missouri, so that's very credible. The main issue is that he doesn't have the speed you would like to see from a smaller back, and he's also not a good receiver yet, so he does have some stuff to work on, and there are flaws. But overall, another guy who, as of right now, projects to be a second-round pick. We'll see what he does this year. Moving on. Third round guy here right now would be Nate Frazier. And if you want speed, this is where you go. This is maybe the fastest running back in the draft this year. Pure elite speed. You get him going in a straight line. He can tear you up. And there's also some good receiving ability in this package. This guy can be a good receiver out of the backfield. He just hasn't, he needs to put it together in a full season. Like right now, his best season is just barely over 1,000 yards. And he's caught 28 passes in 27 games. We need to see a little bit more production, and we also need to see him learn how to block, because that's currently a part of his game that just is not there. But if you want speed, Nate Frazier is where you go. Okay, now we're into day 3, guys. As of right now, again, things can change. Isaac Brown of Louisville. He's our first 4th round guy right now. Very explosive, big play back. Really good at exploding through the hole, finding the gap, and just taking it and breaking it off for a much longer run than anyone expects. He averaged almost 9 yards a carry last year on Louisville. It's not like he was on some nothing school. And the year before that, it was really high as well. So he is a big play machine, absolute monster in that regard. Unfortunately, everything else, we don't know. The health, he's missed games in his career already due to injury. Last year, he missed several games. He's small. He's not very good on third down yet. He hasn't proven himself as a talented receiver. He caught a lot of passes in 2024, but it was mostly check down stuff. And he also fumbles. So the breakaway stuff is elite. It's everything else we need to learn about. Antoine Raymond of Rutgers here. This is another pretty productive back from last season, almost 1,500 yards. He's a vision back. He's very, very patient, really good at setting up blockers, really good at setting up runs just by seeing where the defense is and getting to his spot. So great vision, great patience. He's also probably going to be a very good third down back based on his receiving abilities and his blocking ability. He should be a really good third down back. We just need to actually see it come together. Like, he's got 21 catches in 22 career games so far. We need to see that pick up just to verify that it is real. And he's also small. He's barely 200 pounds. He may end up being a little too small for this. So Antoine Raymond, interesting, fun, but flawed. Next one is a guy that we've seen a lot of because I talked about him a bunch last year and he did not declare. LJ Martin. So LJ Martin, somebody that I'm already familiar with. He's another workhorse back, had over 1,500 yards last year. So a lot of size and power. Also has some good vision. He also sees the play develop and gets to the spot he needs to get to, but not a talented receiver, really. He's mostly just a check down and safety valve guy. Doesn't offer a ton there, just kind of okay. And he doesn't break a lot of tackles. So there are some limitations here. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but very productive in college so far. And I imagine he'll be a day 3 pick. Kejuan Brown, also of Louisville last year. I don't know where he is now. Some of these guys transfer, and I don't even notice because everybody transfers really fast these days. Super efficient. 7.3 yards per carry last year. Really, really crazy. high production, almost 10 yards a catch as well. Generates long carries, really good contact balance, really good at taking a hit and maintaining upright stature and finding ways to get extra yards. But he doesn't really have good speed, so he gets caught from behind all the time. And he hasn't really gotten that many touches in college. 171 touches in 3 years. Last year was his first year where he was kind of sort of a mainstay of the offense, and you're still talking about 108 touches. Like 11 touches a game. That's not enough for us to make any conclusions yet. So I don't know how this is going to work in the NFL. We're going to need to see a little bit more from him this season, I think. Justice Haynes is next up here. This is a really fun one. Awesome runner. Awesome runner. He's a classic one cut and go guy. Perfect for his own scheme. He's got good speed. He's got pop. He's got that good combination of power and the ability to break away. So there's a lot to like here as a runner. And also, I think he's a pretty good blocker. The issues are he doesn't really do much as a receiver. He is a pure dump-off guy and nothing else. And he doesn't make guys miss. He's basically just a bowling ball. He's running through people. He's running past them, or he's just getting tackled. And he can't... Well, I don't want to go too far with it, but he missed a lot of time last year. We need to see him actually stay upright. Health is the main concern with Justice Haynes. Okay, next up, another fourth rounder. This is our last fourth round guy. Mark Fletcher, ran for Miami last year. Really productive, 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. He's a bigger back. He can take punishment. He is one of the best short yardage backs in this draft. So you need a guy to go get you a 4th and 1. He's your dude. He can take a licking and keep going. But there's nothing to speak of as a third down back, really. And the speed is very, very lackluster. So there are limitations here, but power is there. Darius Taylor of Minnesota. This is another guy that I talked about a lot last season because he was good, and then he didn't declare. He ended up missing some time last year, so that kind of took the wind out of the sails, but he's had a very productive 3-year career at Minnesota. He is all about his abilities as a receiver and a pass blocker. He is one of the best receiving backs and one of the best pass protectors in this draft. 99 catches in 28 games. He had 54 catches in 2024, and he can actually do some damage in that area. Now, his rushing ability is forgettable. He is a mediocre running back, but he can be an excellent third down back. So there are plenty of players like that in the NFL. There's definitely a place in the world for that. The injuries are a concern. He's missed some time in his career already. The speed is not really good. So there are limitations here, but there's a place in the NFL for a guy like this all day long. Raleek Brown, another 5th round guy here. He's bounced around a little bit, but last year he was really good, almost 1,400 yards. He is another speedster. He's got elite speed. You get him going in a straight line, he is gone. Breakaway play machine. Great outside runner. He would be a perfect fit in outside zone, but he's small. He is very small, and the third down stuff is dicey. Last year he did have 34 catches, but I don't get the sense he's going to be a great third down back anyway. Also, he's not a good blocker. So can't really get too excited here. Probably a guy that breaks down if you give him the ball too much, but place in the world for a guy who can run this fast. Hollywood Smothers, also known as Dalen Smothers. That's his actual name, but he had a nice little year last year for North Carolina State. Breakaway back. He can break away with his tremendous speed, and he can produce as a receiver. He's a good receiving back, had almost 40 catches last year. And the year before that, he had 19, but he averaged almost 14 yards per catch. So there is some ability beyond just catching checkdowns. And he also doesn't fumble. Really good ball security, but he can't block, and he's not a very good running back. This is another guy who will probably be a pure pass catching back, and when you can't block, which he can't, that's dicey. Final guy I want to talk about, another 5th round guy, Jordan Marshall. This is the guy that replaced Justice Haynes when Haynes was hurt last year, and he played really well. Had over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. He's got quality speed. He's got good power, so he's a good all-around back. He can break tackles. Doesn't fumble very much. We just need to see more from him. We didn't even see a full season last year. And also, some receiving ability would be nice. He doesn't really do anything as a receiver right now. If he could change that, that would be great. But we just need to see it over a bigger sample size. There are some other running backs that are currently getting draftable grades right now, like Chris Johnson Jr., Bluff Bothwell, Quintravion Wisner, and Adam Mohammed. Those 4 guys are all considered to be about 6th round picks right now. And then Cam Cook is projected to be about a 7th rounder. So there are a few other guys as well. I'm not going to go into detail on those guys right now, but the 14 guys that I went over in this video, that is probably the start of the conversation. I think that it's not a stellar running back class, but you do have a possible first rounder, a couple of second rounders, and a third rounder. So that's 4 guys in the top 100. If Seattle goes into next year's draft needing a running back, and they've got their first, they've got their second, and then they've got maybe multiple third round picks, they should be able to come away with a guy that they like in this group, especially because you know somebody's going to step forward. If Justice Haynes has a full healthy season, he will move up in the draft. If Darius Taylor has a full healthy season, he will move up in the draft. And then it's just a matter of finding the one you actually like. So let me know who you like. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you evaluate as being a good, covetable running back for the Seahawks right now. And we'll be moving on to another position next video in this series, but those are my running backs. See you guys soon. Go Hawks. And probably no more videos today, but if we do, I will see you later. And yeah, those are your running backs. Let me know what you think.